guys, welcome to another Mind Right Monday. Today we are talking about 3 reasons why you fail to use your voice and what to do instead. Hey guys, welcome to another Mind Right Monday. Today we are talking about 3 different reasons why you fail to use your voice and what you can start to do instead. Now, all of us have different reasons why we don't use our voice to speak our truth. And your truth can mean whatever it is to you, whether it is what your desires are, your needs are, whether it is the direction you want to take your life, whatever your truth is that there's a multitude of reasons why we fail to speak up. And we're going to cover what those are and give you a couple cool tips on how you can overcome each one. So let's dive right into the first one, which is pretty obvious, but it's fear. So fear is going to show up in a lot of different ways for a lot of different reasons, whether it's the fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, fear of looking stupid, the fear of being alone, you name it. Fear is going to mask itself under a lot of different excuses. And when fear is present in the body, it can be a paralyzer. It can keep us from having movement, taking risks. It can keep us from truly speaking our truth. And when we fail to do that, you have to ask yourself, what are you giving up? Because I bet it's your happiness, your purpose, your joy. You're giving up, you're sacrificing so much of yourself and this wonderful thing we call life for you when you fail to utilize this beautiful gift, which is your voice. So one of the things that we can do to overcome fear is this. So here's my what to do instead, which is ask more questions. This is a 2-parter, guys. Like, you're going to ask more questions to yourself and you're going to start asking more questions of others. So here's what I mean. If you are struggling with fear inside of you, you need to ask yourself why. Where is this fear coming from? What is the purpose that this fear serves? What are you trying to protect yourself from? And is that protection an illusion that you can overcome, or is it an actual real-life threat? So you have to be that inward questionnaire, but you also want to practice asking others questions as well. So one of the times when you fail to use your voice, maybe you're speaking to a friend or a parent or a spouse or a sibling. And instead of just shrinking and hushing and not speaking, begin practicing just asking them questions. Well, why do you think that is? Well, why does it have to be that way? Are there other ways that we could do this? What are some other possibilities? By just practicing that, you're not risking using your voice in the sense of really advocating for your need, but you are beginning to exercise your voice, which ultimately will, with enough practice, will allow you to feel more confident in asking for what it is that you need. So just begin to ask questions. Become a questionnaire extraordinaire, where you're inwardly questioning and outwardly questioning as well, which is just going to allow you to start exercising those vocal cords and put you in a better position to start advocating for your needs. All right, so here's the next one, which is, what do you believe? All right, so this next one of the reasons why we fail to use our voice is depending on what it is that you believe about yourself and the people in it. If you believe that you don't matter, that your opinion doesn't matter, that you're not enough, that you are stupid, if you believe that other people don't care about who you are, if you believe that there is, that you can't trust anybody or that vulnerability equals weakness, what you believe is going to be a huge hindrance of you using your voice. And so you have to know what it is that you believe. Why do you believe it? Where do these beliefs come from? That goes back to that questionnaire extraordinaire, is asking a lot of those inward questions to find out why and what it is that you believe and is causing you to shrink your voice. And here's what you can do instead. Challenge your belief with affirmations. I love this. Affirmations are so powerful, and they've been around for longer than you and I have ever been walking this planet. But when we recognize what it is that we believe, maybe it's I'm not enough, we can challenge that belief with some affirmations that who I am is good enough, that my voice does matter, that my opinion is important, that It is possible for me to feel important. It's possible for my voice to matter. It's possible for me to feel confident. So if you can't jump right into the affirmation pool, then jump into the possibility pool and start exercising that inward voice outward. And you're going to want to say your affirmations aloud, because if you struggle with using your voice, only thinking it in your head isn't going to be the ultimate solution. So identify the belief, use your questionnaire extraordinaire skills, and then use affirmations to challenge that belief. Okay, here comes the third reason, which is your past experiences will hinder your voice. I hope that this one comes as a no-brainer, but it's important to call it out anyways, that our past experiences are going to be what shapes and mold that reason why we're not using our voice. If we've been shut down in the past, if we've been conditioned as children that kids don't speak up, that only adults are the ones that are able to speak, if we were conditioned that, your voice doesn't matter or your opinion doesn't matter, by whatever reason, by whoever in your life, then it's going to be very easy for you to have a conditioning from your past experiences that tells you this does not get used. It's important to remember that you're a grown-up, and that means nobody has control over how you behave anymore. You have free will to choose to be whoever it is that you want to be. And you have to ask yourself, is your voice important? And the answer better be absolutely. And you want to begin to start practicing that. So here's my tip into shifting or transforming our histories, and that is separate what has happened from what is happening. When we're looking at the past and what has happened, what has conditioned you to behave this way, we want to separate that from today. That just because you've been conditioned and trained or taught that your voice doesn't matter does not mean that today you have to own that. You can choose how you want to be in this moment, right here, right now, regardless of your situation. So begin to step into the person that uses the voice, the person that advocates for their needs, so you can really come out in this world as the best version of you that you possibly can be. But the only way you can do that is if you are advocating. You are asserting boundaries when you need to put them out. When you're asking for your dreams and your desires, and when you're speaking your truth. That is the only way you're going to be able to be that best version of you can be. So just remember to separate that what has caused you to be who you are isn't necessarily your fault, but it is now your responsibility. And that leads me to this week's tweetable, which is, it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. So remember that is so powerful. It's not your fault why you've been conditioned, why you think you're stupid or you suck, because a lot of that was installed in our mind on accident. But it is, as an adult and a personal development person like you are, responsibility to be the best version of you can be. All right, so hopefully you learned something from this video. As usual, they were brought to you from a viewer like you. So if you have a personal dev question, make sure to email us at getinspired@bonniekelly.me. And friend, follow, fan, tweet, Snapchat us on all social media platforms. We are here for you every step of the way. Until next week, I'm Bonnie Kelly. Hey guys, if you liked this video and you absolutely want to learn more, then you got to check out my book. Woo! Yeah, can you tell I'm excited? I am. It just hit the market, and we'd love for you to pick up a copy. You're going to learn so much. It is absolutely powerful. But check it out at truetoyourcore.com. You can also download this amazing master series to follow along to really encourage all the homework that is in that book. So I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but I encourage you to click the link below. And until next week, we'll see you then.